In the mid-1950s, Detroit was a battleground of power. Every year, Chevrolet, Ford, and Chrysler rolled out cars that were bigger, flashier, and faster. Everyone believed only the giants could build true performance machines. Then came American Motors, a small company known for economy cars, dropping a bombshell, the 1957 Rambler Rebel. No hype, no flashy ads, just a compact silver-angled sedan with an engine strong enough to shock Detroit. The Rebel wasn't built to impress, it was built to prove that courage could outmuscle corporate power. And from that moment, a new chapter in American muscle car history began, one Detroit tried to forget. 3 years earlier, in 1954, Nash and Hudson had merged to form American Motors Corporation, a newcomer in an industry ruled by GM, Ford, and Chrysler. While the big three poured fortunes into horsepower wars and flashy styling, AMC went the opposite way: small, efficient, practical cars. Under George Romney's leadership, AMC became the industry's contrarian voice. Yet inside its engineering halls, some believed AMC would never earn true respect until it built something bold, something that made Detroit take notice. From that belief, the Rebel project was born. It wasn't meant to follow trends, but to defy them. The name Rebel stood for defiance, confidence, and pride, the spirit of a company refusing to accept its limits. The Rambler Rebel wasn't built to be flashy or luxurious. Yet, when you look at it, it hardly seems rebellious at all. No giant Cadillac tail fins, no aggressive Plymouth Fury lines, just clean simplicity. And that restraint is exactly what made the Rebel stand out. In a decade when cars shouted for attention, the Rebel hid its power beneath refinement, a true wolf in sheep's clothing. Designed by Edmund Anderson, the Rebel followed his belief that aerodynamics and proportion mattered more than chrome and excess. Its compact body was sleek and deliberate, carrying the quiet confidence of the jet age. A low hood, tapered rear, and tasteful chrome touches gave it understated elegance. The exclusive two-tone silver and champagne gold paint made it recognizable yet never loud. Down its side, a small Rebel V8 script subtly declared this was no ordinary Rambler. Inside, the Rebel didn't imitate the sporty cockpits of Corvettes or Thunderbirds. Instead, it welcomed drivers with the comfort of a true American family car. Two-tone cloth and vinyl seats added refinement, while the clean dashboard featured full gauges, even a tachometer, rare for the time. Standard features like power steering, heater, and AM radio proved AMC wanted the Rebel to be not just fast, but comfortable and livable. Everything inside served a purpose: wide rear seating, generous headroom, and clear forward visibility. The Rebel retained the Rambler's trademark practicality, offering generous space for passengers and luggage. But beneath that modest body beat a heart that made Detroit uneasy: AMC's own 327 cubic inch V8. Built entirely in-house, it had nothing in common with Chevrolet's 327. This was AMC engineering at its boldest: tough, reliable, and full of low-end torque, perfect for a lightweight sedan. With a 9.5-to-1 compression ratio and a Carter WCFB 4-barrel carburetor, it delivered 255 horsepower, incredible for 1957. At just 3,400 pounds, the Rebel's power-to-weight ratio rivaled top sports cars of its time. Motor Trend clocked 0 to 60 miles per hour in 7.2 seconds, matching the Corvette and Thunderbird, despite the Rebel being a four-door family car. The Flash-O-Matic transmission handled the V8's torque with smooth precision, giving the Rebel both comfort and aggression. Around town it cruised effortlessly, yet one tap of the throttle unleashed astonishing power. But that was only half the story. AMC had even bigger ambitions: to make the Rebel the first American car with electronic fuel injection. Partnering with Bendix, they developed the revolutionary electrojector system, years ahead of its time. Using temperature and pressure sensors, it precisely metered fuel, the foundation of modern EFI. AMC hoped it would make the Rebel faster, smoother, and more efficient. Sadly, the system was unreliable: cold starts failed, sensors glitched, and costs soared. AMC canceled the program, reverting to carburetors. Only a few prototypes ever received the electrojector, now among the rarest collector cars in existence. Even in failure, AMC showed extraordinary courage. While Detroit's giants played it safe, AMC dared to innovate. The Rebel wasn't just fast, it was a statement of engineering bravery, proving that innovation doesn't need size or wealth, only vision. When the first reviews arrived, Detroit was stunned, a four-door sedan from a small company that could match a Corvette. On the test track, the Rebel outpaced Ford's Fairlane, Plymouth's Fury, and even Chevrolet's Bel Air in most acceleration runs. Testers praised its stability and balance, calling it a family car that drove like a racer. For enthusiasts, the Rebel was a dream come true. A car that could take your family on a Sunday drive, then embarrass a Corvette later that day. The Rambler Rebel was Detroit's worst nightmare. It shattered the rule that only the giants could build fast cars. But despite glowing reviews, the 1957 Rebel couldn't overcome market realities. Praised by the press yet ignored by buyers, only about 1,500 were built, too few to keep a high-performance line alive in a market ruled by advertising and brand loyalty. Its higher price and AMC's small dealer network made service difficult, discouraging many potential owners. CEO George Romney soon shifted focus away from speed toward practicality and economy. He believed post-war America wanted affordable, dependable cars, not performance machines. When Rebel production ended quietly, Detroit breathed a sigh of relief. The threat had vanished without scandal or sabotage. For enthusiasts, though, it was a loss, a brilliant sedan cut short not because it failed, but because it dared to be different. The Rebel was more than a powerful four-door. It was the first spark of what would become the muscle car era, combining performance, practicality, and affordability. Long before the Pontiac GTO became a legend, the Rebel had already proven that power didn't need luxury trimmings. It showed that a small automaker could challenge Detroit's best. Historians now call it a car born ahead of its time. Had it appeared a few years later, AMC might be remembered as the true pioneer of the muscle car movement. Technically, the Rebel laid the foundation for the big engine, lightweight philosophy later perfected by Pontiac, Dodge, and Chevrolet. AMC engineers were years ahead, not just with the rugged 327 V8, but with early experiments in electronic fuel injection, technology Detroit wouldn't embrace until the mid-1960s. Today, the 1957 Rambler Rebel is finally reclaiming its place in history. Collectors see it not just as a fast sedan, but as a symbol of engineering bravery, proof that innovation can come from courage, not corporate size. Surviving Rebels, restored in their original silver and gold paint, stand as rolling tributes to that spirit. When the 327 V8 roars to life, it's more than sound, it's the echo of an era when passion outweighed profit. Museums like the Peterson Automotive Museum in California and the Gilmore Car Museum in Michigan now honor the Rebel as a cornerstone of American muscle history. In today's collector market, an original example can fetch over $100,000, yet its true value lies in its story. The story of a small automaker that dreamed big, defied the odds, and built a legend. The Rebel endures not just as a car, but as a testament to American innovation and resolve, a reminder that some legends don't need to win to be remembered forever. Not because of its looks, but because of its fearless spirit. The Rebel reminds us that American automotive history wasn't written only by the winners, but by those who dared to dream differently. If the story of the Rambler Rebel moved you, share your thoughts below. Do you think it deserves the title of America's first true muscle car? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. More stories of Detroit's forgotten legends are coming soon. The machines that once made America stop and stare. Let's keep the Rebel's roar alive, because true passion never fades.